Guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel. We're all smiles over here. I am Will Sanja. It's like asking a question. Will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm gonna try not to keep it long, but y'all already know if it gets good, I'm gonna keep on talking. The golden nugget today is restoration. Yes, isn't that good news? Woo! Yes, in other words, you're about to be restored, okay? I think of the song by the Winding Brothers. It goes a little bit like this. Restoration has finally come. I've been restored back to my place in God. Restoration has finally come. I've been restored back to my place in God. What does that mean? That means that God is going to restore you to the place where He has ordained you to be. I know right now you're feeling that if I had not gone through this, that, and the other, then I would be further than where I am right now. Erase that from your mind. Because guess what? Nothing can stop what God has for you. Nothing. Not jail time, not prison time, not being in an engagement to somebody for so many years, not being married to somebody for so many years for it to end in divorce. Listen, that can't stop where you're going to be, what you're going to get, and what you're going to have. Do you really think that people, places, and things can tell God that no, you're not going to give this to this person? No, God has His way of restoring things back unto you. Things that you think that you have missed out on. You have missed out on nothing, baby. Listen, just like parents used to tell, like I used to tell my kids when they were real little, they wouldn't go to sleep. I was like, I know you're sleeping. I said, baby, you ain't gonna miss out on nothing. You ain't gonna miss nothing. Just go to sleep. Go to sleep. You're not. Listen, it's gonna be here when you wake up. Just go to sleep. You're not gonna miss out on anything. And that's how you're acting right now, as if you have missed out on something. You haven't. You think prison time has caused you to miss out on your blessing? Do you think jail time has caused you to miss out on your blessing? Do you think that engagement of 3 to whatever years have caused you to miss out on your blessing? Do you think being married to that person that now you're not together anymore, you think that you missed out on something? Some of you guys are right now saying, well, I waited too late to get married and now what? You still can get married? Oh, I waited too late and now I may not be able to have kids. I can't have kids. Huh? Who told you that? Who told you that lie? Who told you that lie? Listen, restoration is coming to you. You haven't missed out on anything. God has a way. Source has a way to making sure that you end up just where you are supposed to be. And not to mention, y'all, when restoration hits your door, guess what? When people look at you, and even when you look at yourself, you're not gonna see jail time. You're not gonna see prison time. You're not gonna see that long engagement time. You're not gonna see being married to that person for a long time and then you're not together. You're not gonna see any of that. The only thing you're gonna see is that, I made it. That's what's gonna be in your head. I made it. You're gonna be, I made it. I'm here. Wow. And then you're going to be saying to yourself, I didn't have to do this step. I didn't have to do that step. I didn't have to do that step. God catapulted me from point A all the way to Z. I was able to skip over the in-between. And that's what I'm telling you guys. You haven't missed out on anything. Some of you guys think that you got to do this, that, and the other, and other in order for you to do this. And you think, well, because I got to do all that, it's impossible, because if I had not gone through this or that, then I would have had time to do the work in between. Don't tell yourself that lie. Don't tell yourself that lie. God got you, and restoration is coming. So cheer up, my friends. Cheer up, my all smiles. Whatever it is that you think that you quote unquote have lost, because I'm telling you, when you're in this journey of staying aligned and connected, which means where God is at the forefront of your life, moving in and through you, that you're able to see within your journey with some clarity. When you in this type of working in your journey or what have you, been aligned and connected, you don't lose anything. You gain restoration. That's what happens. I don't care what has happened to you. I really don't care. I don't care, because none of that stuff matters. All of that stuff is a distraction to keep you in an illusion of thinking that you have missed out on something. making you think that you have lost something. I don't care if you're not in the house you used to be in. I don't care if you're not driving that car that you used to drive. What that got to do with what God's about to do for you right now? Not a thing. Not a thing. So I need you to cheer up right now. I need you to smile. I need you to laugh a little bit. I need you to make funny faces. I need you to do something to get you back into that space of knowing that you haven't missed out on anything, that God is about to restore you. And one more thing I'm gonna say, and then I'm gonna get out of here, you guys, because it's Saturday and I know you need to enjoy your weekend. Listen, in me telling you this, I also want to say, whatever you do, make sure. Now don't clinch up on me when I say this. Don't press stop when I say this. Don't get upset when I say this. Make sure that it start with an F, y'all, okay? Make sure you forgive. I know they did it. I know what they did. I know what they said. I understand that. I see some of y'all trying to say, but they did this. And they're the reason why I went to jail. They're the reason why I went to prison. They're the reason why we ain't together no more. They're the reason why I did that. I know. Calm down. Bring it down. Listen, the forgiveness is not for them. The forgiveness is for you. Because I told you what's coming, right? Restoration. And I want to tell you that if you don't forgive, then you'll carry around a bag of unforgiveness. Now, when I say a bag of unforgiveness, the bag is just labeled unforgiveness. Now, what's in the bag is what's not good. In the bag is revenge, is hatred, is anger, is sadness, it's depression, it's a whole lot of negative stuff. And all that stuff in the bag of unforgiveness, it puts up roadblocks. So when God is bringing restoration to you, you need to clear the path. The path has to be cleared. Because like I said, forgiving somebody is for you, not for them. And a lot of times, it's not that we have to forgive other people. Sometimes we have to forgive ourselves. Because a lot of times, we blame ourselves for the reason why it happened. Some of you guys were abused in some ungodly ways. And you have said, because I did this, because I went there, because I said this, because I did that, that's why it happened. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Because everything is working out for you. It has worked out for you, and restoration is coming. God is going to restore your heart. He's going to restore your mental. He's going to restore all of that you think, quote unquote, was taken from you. And when God restores things, He adds some surprises to it, to where He upgrades. It's an upgrade in there as well. So listen, forgive others and forgive yourself. And I guarantee you'll find that God will provide restoration to your life. And some of you guys will even find that once you forgive, that your body will be healed. Because believe it or not, a lot of sicknesses happens because people won't forgive. And you wonder why you don't know what's wrong with you. And you wonder why the doctor can't find out what's wrong with you. But you say you still got this pain in your stomach, this pain in your chest, this pain in your head, this pain in your lower back, the pain in your knees and stuff. The reason why you got all this pain is because you're not forgiving. You got to forgive. You got to forgive. Forgive others and forgive yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, now I'm not telling you to go, y'all, it's going to be a long one. It's almost 10 minutes, but I hope you're stuck with me. I'm not telling you guys to go and make a phone call and say, hey, I forgive you. Not that. Because guess what? When people do things to you, they know what they did. And that's something that they're dealing with, okay? So when you forgive somebody for doing something to you, that was ungodly, you don't have to call them up and say, I forgive you. You don't have to have a meet and greet to see them face to face to say, I forgive you. What you have to do, you have to come to realization and say, you know what? When this person did this or said this or did that or what have you, clearly they were not aligned and connected, which means they were operating out of hatred, out of what? Depression, out of anger. And guess what, y'all? You didn't have anything to do with that. Sometimes people do things to you because of what people have done to them and because that they haven't forgiven people in their lives. You get me? Y'all hear me? You get me? Y'all get me? So just know that that person wasn't aligned and connected, which should make it easy for you to say, I forgive them because they were not aligned and connected. And God, you know they weren't, but I'm aligned and connected right now. Therefore, I forgive them and I forgive myself because what happened to me, when it happened to me, I wasn't in the headspace to understand some things, but now I'm aligned and connected and I understand that no matter what, God, you have me. You get me? And then you can forgive yourself. And any falsehood of feelings that try to come up, because a lot of you guys have been dealing with some things for some years. So every once in a while, something will trigger that. But whenever it triggers and it shows up as a falsehood of feelings or whatever, make sure that you always go back to what the fact is. The fact is that what? You have forgiven yourself and you have forgiven others and that you're moving forward and that God has bringing what? He's bringing what? Restoration to your life. So I hope you guys got that. Get ready to enjoy this restoration, to be catapulted to where you're supposed to be. You haven't missed out on anything. You're right where you're supposed to be right now. And you're about to get everything that there is for you to get that God has just for you, okay? I'm going to go. If you didn't get it, rewind it and watch it again. But in the meantime, in between time, if you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. I'll talk to y'all soon. Be blessed, stay blessed. Be blessed, stay blessed. Be blessed, stay blessed. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.